Hey, let's do some fun interpreting in this video. I'm going to use the Nag Hammadi. The book that's in here that is called Thunder, Perfect Mind is one that I want to talk about because it's very fun. Let me read something about it first if you're not familiar with it. And it was found in the collection of Nag Hammadi works. And this one's in fairly good shape. The title appears to be double. The thunder is not syntactically related to perfect mind, but is separated by a mark of punctuation. It is nowhere referred to in the body of work unless one should reconstruct perfect mind at 18:9. So the point apparently being made that they don't know where the thunder perfect mind comes from. And what I'm going to suggest as we go through interpretation that this is about the mind. But what I'm going to do is get to that in a minute. And listen to this verse before we go on, before we start the interpretation. In content, Thund is virtually unique in the Nag Hammadi library and very unusual. It is a revelation discourse by a female figure who is, except possibly for the title, otherwise not specifically identified. The work has no apparent structural division, but is written throughout in the first person, interweaving and combining three types of statements: self-proclamation in the I am style, exhortations to heed the speaker, and reproaches for failures to heed or love, etc. The most distinctive feature is that the self-proclamations are most often antithetical or even paradoxical. The parallelism of form suggests that originally these may have been part of a hymnic structure. Okay, yeah, storytelling culture. So what I want to do is read this first, just actually one small section of it to begin with. Then let's talk about something and go back and read it again and see if we can gather more from it. Again, this is Thunder, Perfect Mind. I was sent from the power and have come to those who contemplate me. I am found among those who seek me. Look at me, you who contemplate me, and you who hear, listen to me. You awaiting me, take me to yourselves. Do not banish me from before your eyes. Do not let your voice be hateful toward me, nor your hearing. Do not be ignorant of me in any place at any time. Be alert. Do not be ignorant of me. Okay, let's stop right there. Who is this? Again, we're going to play it out in the psyche, but we can very carefully identify what this is going to be. That when we are born, we have no awareness. As we grow and develop, our conscious physical world experience and our capacity to interface with it in any way, good, bad, just learning colors, learning names, learning good, learning bad, learning yum, learning yuck, all of those things, as we begin to learn those, they become a part of our memory and a part of our structure and a part of who and what we are. And that right there, that experience, that physical experience that we're having and deciding things is the consciousness. That is the male. And that what we are creating through those experiences is the female. And right here is that right there. That part that we create, who and what we are, our very core of who and what we are, our beliefs, our values, the way we react and respond, whether we choose to or not, all of those things are parts of the female part of us that it's not really in the background. Consciously, we put it there. We think of it there. We think of, oh, that's in the back. I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to deal with that. That part right back there, that is the female. And that is who this is right here. This part of us that we've put away, that is not just what we put away, but things we haven't put away. All of us. That is who we are. We're everything about who and what our life experience is until we learn that. Now let's read this again and think that that is what is calling out right here. This part of us that we have inside that holds all the good, all the bad, everything that we've learned, our entire who and what we have become in life is this right here. From our life experiences and the way that they've been judged. I was sent from the power and have come to those who contemplate me, and I am found among those who seek me. Look at me, you who contemplate me, and you who hear, listen to me. You awaiting me, take me to yourselves. Do not banish me from before your eyes. Do not let your voice be hateful towards me, nor your hearing. Do not be ignorant of me in any place at any time. Be alert, do not be ignorant of me. This is turn inward and to self-observe. Always watch what you are, what emerges from you. Pay attention. You can hear what's coming out. What are you listening to? Don't be ignorant of me at any place or any time. Don't be hateful of it. That's what makes it bad. That's how we put it away, and that's how we're viewing it. We feel that way about it, so we continue to think that way towards it, which makes it stronger. We have to extract ourselves. That's not at this point. But now, what does it move into? It moves into, this is actually, I am the Alpha and the Omega on steroids. For I am the first and the last. I am the honored and the scorned. I am the whore and the holy. I am the wife and the virgin. Remembering who this is. This is that inner part of us that is there. It holds all these things, and it has duality. We have good, we have bad, we have things we want to hide away. Let's start again. For I am the first and the last. This is who the energy is in there all along. It was pure to begin with. It no longer is through our life experiences. For I am the honored and the scorned. I am the whore and the holy. I am the wife and the virgin. I am the mother and the daughter. I am the limbs of my mother. I am a barren woman who has many children. I have had many weddings and have taken no husband. Now these can all of them can unwrap in some way up here. And if you can do that, I think that just helps wire the brain. The reason why they're cryptic is to do that. Once you wire the brain, figure this stuff out. Well, that's one of a couple of reasons. Number one, cryptic. Number two, to carry it. That depends on the vehicle. It's cryptic in Buddhism and Taoism, even though it's not meant to be, snuck into the population with some other kind of false pretenses on the carrier shell. It's not that. So, yeah, let's look at a couple of them and see. I am a barren woman who has had many children. How could that be? When you look at yourself as a barren person, that means you have not produced anything. However, you have many children to begin with. What this represents is qualities and characteristics that we come with in the beginning. We have our joys, our fears, our drives, desires, our personalities. There's different things that are going to emerge from us that are already there, and those are considered offspring. Those are children. We can have good children. Those are going to be good children that later are going to become corrupted. At this point, though, I am a barren woman who has had many children. I have had many weddings and have taken no husband. The reason you have a wedding and have not taken any husband is because you are the subconscious. You're not reaching out. You are, in the hierarchy, you are the receiver of the knowledge, of the information, you're actually the receiver of the memory, of the experience, and the emotional state of it. That's what you're the receiver of. You have had many weddings. Every time that happens, every time the conscious goes, oh God, I ate that. Ooh, I like that. And puts that away, that is what you are becoming right there. That's coming from the physical world, from looking at the physical world, judging the physical world, not understanding that the physical world is actually the final manifestation of a deeper energy that drives it that way. We're wiring ourselves to something that is there. I have had many weddings and have taken no husband. Every time you have a wedding, that is you learning something. I don't like that. I do like that. These are becoming parts of us and have taken no husband. But you don't reach out and do it. It's coming to you. It's a hierarchy. I am a midwife and a woman who does not give birth. I don't know about that one. I'll leave it. See, what you have to do is you have to work through them, though. You start with some that make some kind of sense and you go, okay, I can see how that works. And then some might be very, very difficult. I am the solace of my own birth pains. Okay. What are my birth pains? I'm the one that I'm acting out. I just created a problem. I'm experiencing something. Even if I'm not acting out, I might just be sitting there remembering something and feeling turmoil, angst, anguish, hurt, something, somehow, rage, jealousy, something that doesn't feel good. That is birth pains right there, because something happened in the past that is now making you feel that way. It creates an imbalance. I am the solace of my own birth pains. You have to know you're the one that has to go in and resolve it. It's a personal inward path. So as you go through these, you start looking through these and realize, okay, this is all, there's ways of decoding these in such a way that they become a part of who and what you are. And that's what they're doing in antiquity, writing all of these stories, teaching personal self-healing, nesting it in all kinds of ways, whether it's myth or something that says, here is a personal self-healing, this is Buddhism or Taoism, or whether it's something that is a religion that is meant to carry it in a different way. They all work in this same way, by putting the story component parts, knowing that we have a higher being, a consciousness. Boy, it's not really like we have a subconscious and characteristics. We talk about it that way, but ultimately they're together. That the female, that the woman, that all of that is really all that we are, the bundle of who and what our experiences are that we continue to live through without knowing that we're living through them. And in some cases, it's not a big deal. If you're walking around happily not paying attention to that, there's nothing wrong with not being in charge of that. Let it go. But when things aren't okay, we need to know that, recognize that, interact with it. Now, well, anyway, that all of that becomes a part of the memories and the experiences is what we become until we wake up, or I don't want to use that term these days. Oh gosh, until we become aware of the fact that we can, that we have become, unbeknownst to us, products of our life experiences, the way we judge them, the way that we hold them, and that is the reason why our life is the way that it is. From the higher being to the consciousness to the subconscious and all the characteristics that we've stored away, both positive and negative, that are going to continue to cycle out in the same manner that they are and cause us to flow through life based on the quality of those right there, is what these all get to, and your personal life experience in life. You know, they don't all play out. Sometimes it tells you, now that you've done that, you're going to have a difficulty re-engaging with life. You know, people around you may not like what you're doing if you're healing. You're doing things that they're scared of. Anyway, okay, I wanted to do the thunder one because I thought it was fun. I'm not going to chase Gnosticism. It will unfold like everything else. However, it gets so far off that I'm working on things upstream anyway, so I'm good with it. Anyway, hope this was fun. Love one another, and I'll see you in the next video.